There's a reason why some of the best players within the country might never play for India.
Now, in the video that we put out last Friday, we spoke about a lot of players who are currently playing the Duleep Trophy and might make it to the Indian Test squad. In the comments, a lot of you addressed some players that we did not talk about, and there's a reason why we did that. Now, just to name a few, you guys spoke about Abhimanyu Ishwaran, Baba Inderjeet, you spoke about Harshit Rana, you also spoke about Vijay Kumar Vaishak, and a few others. And these players have done exceptionally well, especially in the recently concluded Ranji season, where Abhimanyu Ishwaran has a first class average of 47 across 94 games, and in the case of Baba Inderjeet too, in the 9 matches that he played last season, he was averaging almost 70. Not only this, someone like a Vijay Kumar Vaishak has picked up 86 wickets in just 20 first class matches. So it's not the case that these guys have done poorly or done even average. They've actually done really well for themselves and make a very strong case to play for India. However, there are certain things that we want to address in this video that basically lead to a lot of such good players not making it to the Indian team.
The first reason we could think of, it was something that we were called out for in a previous video, was age and why we are agreeing with the BCCI and why we're in the same side when it comes to how certain players who are at a certain age shouldn't be picked or cannot be picked. There are a couple of reasons for this, right? When you have certain players making their debuts in their 30s, the problem is that they may have good 2-3 years, especially in Test cricket. It even takes a while to settle in, but let's just say they hit it right off the bat and they have good 2-3 years. The problem is that after 2-3 years, they might get injured, they might fall off because their best years are coming down, and so you might have to start making changes again, especially with the World Test Championship cycle. You want a core team with you, and if you have to make changes every 2 years or 2-3 years, your core just doesn't work. It seems like you have no core team anymore. It almost feels like you have to keep making changes, and it almost feels like every 2 years there's a new team with you.
And of course, the second thing you want to look at is also the sheer number of players that are currently present in the Indian circuit, the talent pool, if you might call it that. Now, the other most obvious reason for these players not getting picked is that there is a large pool of players fighting for each and every position that is there to be grabbed. Logically, a selector would always go for someone who's 25 and putting in the same kind of performances as opposed to someone who's 30 and doing the same thing. It just makes sense in the long run because that person who's 25, even if they don't have a couple of good years starting out, they can still be groomed, as was the case with our fast bowling unit as well. And if I can correlate this with an example, I would take the example of someone like a Baba Inderjeet, who's been scoring heaps of runs in the middle order for Tamil Nadu. However, where do you play him? That middle order is extremely packed. You're trying to make place for someone like a Sarfaraz Khan, who's definitely ahead in the pecking order because he also has been scoring heaps of runs. Then you have the likes of Dhruv Jurel coming in. Now you have Pant who will return. All these guys are going to be there in the middle order, which means that there is just no place. There is so much competition for that one position that someone like that may miss out or may get just very few games or a one-off game here or there if someone is injured.
This might be a controversial take, especially after seeing Pujara and Rahane play in the Test squad for so many years and now Surya Kumar Yadav in the T20 squad. But sometimes, especially in the modern era when we have such short memory, one format players do not usually work unless you are a superstar player. Like I said, like a Surya Kumar Yadav in the T20 squad or a Pujara in the Test squad. Of course, you want it to work. You want players who perform in the Ranji Trophy to straight away come into the Test squad. But a lot of the times, a lot of Indian selectors look to push ODI players into Test format. They just push players who have already played in the international arena in the Test squad, and this is how it usually works around the world anyway. So there are times when there are specialist players and specialist format players miss out because selectors rather pick players who have already made it in the international circuit than try debuting a player who they know will only perform, or at least for a while will only play in one format. It's unfortunate that we talk about this, but in the case of Rohit Sharma and Ajit Agarkar as the team management, we have seen specialist players who have debuted in the Test squad. We see Surya Kumar Yadav only play the T20 format. So this is happening, but it totally depends on the captain and the management and how much they want this going forward.
And of course, the last point and something that not a lot of people will openly address is the politics. Now, obviously, when you have such a large organization, so many people in positions of power, so much money coming in, there is bound to be a little bit of politics that does creep in. And some examples of this could be the Mumbai Indians squad or the Royal Challengers Bangalore squad, or even just domestic squads giving opportunities to certain kinds of players. Now, of course, this need not be in the sense of favoritism towards a certain player, but there is a certain amount of familiarity that comes into the picture. For example, someone like a Rohit Sharma, who is the captain of Mumbai Indians, who has seen the likes of Bumrah, the Pandyas more closely, would be more open to pushing them towards an India call-up because he knows how they work. He's going to be their captain in the Indian squad as well, and it's just easier to have players who you know how they function and you know how to get the best out of them, as opposed to someone who you don't know anything about at all and you have to try and get them at the international level, support them and make them do well. We've also seen this with Dhoni, with the likes of Raina, Ravichandran Ashwin, Jadeja. We've also seen this with Kohli, with Mohammad Siraj, and also Yuzvendra Chahal. So it's not like only one certain kind of captain is doing it. Everyone does it. It's fairly open to see.
Now, this has been a video on why all the fans in our country will never be satisfied with the selectors and why a favorite player may not play for India or may not play as much for India. So even when you guys comment on our videos below, we feel for that player. We want that player to be in the India squad, but there are a lot of reasons for why they never play. Like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. We have videos every Tuesdays and Fridays coming out. We have a lot of links in our description below, so go check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.